Hey guys, welcome back to Spark the Electric Jester 2. I think maybe we're finishing the game today. I think. That's the impression that I'm getting. Okay, I saw this, like, kind of protrusion in the stage over here, so I thought maybe it would be a good place for them to put art. But it looks like I was wrong. Oh, but there's something back here, actually. Yeah, I forgot my rule about always looking behind the stage. Okay, and what is this here? Let's decide what I want to lose. So, yeah, I'll risk losing the Ava Fist for... Oh, that's just Cossack again. It just looked less green. Aw, man. Okay. Okay, how do I get back up from here now? Looks like I can jump over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was having trouble orienting the camera in a way that was easy for me to see. Okay, well, did I get to keep it? I think so, because I got to keep the other thing I picked up. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's actually do the stage. Yeah, I think maybe we're towards the end of the game. I mean, we've been wrapping up the plot lines, a lot of the side characters. We faced Astra and Ramallo last time. We also faced all three of those mercenaries. We faced EJ, though I'm... Oh, yeah, and then he got stabbed. He got stabbed in the back by... Yeah, we fought him, and then he showed up again, and he got stabbed in the back by Astra, who I guess is trying to tie up loose ends of people who might be as dangerous as Freom. Oh, I see there is a... Okay, I saw more art over there. What do we think? With Edgy, can we get over there? Yes, okay. Very nice. Okay, and I don't really know which way I'm going yet, so I'm going to get back onto the ramp I was on before. Yes, and I'm sure this will take me the correct way. Whoop! Okay, gotta be careful here. I fall off the track a lot in this game, but it's always such that I can usually orient myself back on, especially if I'm using the edgy power. Okay, and I think those are gonna push me off if I walk in front of them, so I'm just gonna avoid walking in front of them. Cool, okay. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a short and sweet kind of game. The kind of thing that you can play again for, like, good scores or good times. I'm definitely getting some good stuff because I picked up some medals. Don't think there's anything really you do with those medals, but I have them. Yeah, and there's all these spots where there's like 3 tracks that I don't really know which track I want to be on. Okay, it looks like there's probably stuff on top of some of these structures also, but I'm just going to keep moving. Because I don't see an easy way on top of them. Alright. Oh, those are speed boosters also. I jumped on over them because I thought they were just pylons, but they would have redirected me exactly where I was trying to go. Okay, whoop. See? Yeah, I'm not turning my brain completely off. I'm ready to save myself if I walk off the stage. Okay, yeah, there are some big swoopy weapons here. Yeah, this is a cool area. The other thing, I know there's higher difficulties, but I don't think it's going to really make the game much harder. At least not the platforming segments of the game. Had a feeling there'd be something over here. Yeah, let's get our little Ava thing back. Yeah, does this almost seems like it might have a longer dash. Not multiple dashes like Edgy has, but maybe a longer dash. Because of the... Yeah, because of the boosters. So yeah, let's try this for a second. Get some health. Maybe get a little bit of static, even though, yeah, you lose static whenever you get hit. Yeah, I think higher difficulty affects enemies and bosses. It doesn't change the stage layout. One of the difficulties probably lowers your health, because... Yeah, Fark only had like 3 units of health in the last game. And granted, Fark only appeared in Fark mode, which was supposed to be a little bit of a higher skill mode, even though I found it easier because you could just abuse... you could just abuse parries. And that's kind of what I'm still doing here against bosses. Well. Okay. Let's heal up a little bit. And nice. So yeah, and after this, there will be a Spark 3 playthrough. Like I said, I'm still trying to decide, based on what the extra modes of this game are, if I want to do any of those, because I did the first extra mode in Spark 1. If it gives me another character, slash if it seems like it's going to have story significance. Somebody told me that Spark 2 references Fark's mode in Spark 1. But I don't think that's true. Okay, there's a way back onto the track. That's nice. Cool, this is a neat environment. What? Oh no, that's just a big yellow crystal-y thing. There's stuff about score multipliers. Again, I'm not really concerned with score here. I don't think there's even achievements based on score. Whoa. Okay, Okay, so this looks like I'm over like a superheated core, and if I'm not within the blue protective fields, it's just going to melt me. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. It's like a radiation shield. Yeah, my health drops so fast if I walk through the blue barrier. I walked through the gold ring and then died. Yeah, certainly no medals for that one. There you are, Freum. Yeah, so Freum was just using like an extra body to talk to us last time, like he was Ultron.
Welcome home, son. Sadly, it won't be here for very long. You see, it all harkens back to my original purpose. I was merely a simple bodyguard built by the Doctor to protect his greatest creation, the glorious computer known as Megaraph.
Yeah, that was established in the last game.
But why would he need such a gargantuan computer? Well, the Doctor had a big plan in mind.
And I forget, was Armstrong the one who built Freum?
The creation of an AI he named Clarity. From that computer, her mind came to life. However, she wasn't quite so pure. Her programming stated that her goal was to protect all life. But to protect life, she also had to get rid of some pests. That is why I was tasked with ravishing this world,
Okay, yeah, so protect life, ensure peace by destroying anything outside of certain parameters. Protect humanity from itself.
It was in it was written in my code.
Yeah, you get these little errors in this game.
I felt more than compelled to carry out her orders. But it was with my failure that I realized the truth. The truth is that Clarity not only plans on eliminating the people, but us robots as well.
Okay, so I think we're gonna fight Freom and then we're gonna fight Clarity.
However, I couldn't just eliminate Clarity. Her code was spread around the planet's network like a virus. To ensure our survival, the only way is to get rid of this planet as a whole. That is why I will be crashing this fortress into the planet's surface, eliminating all existing life and their structures. Join me, son.
So, like, who's gonna be left? Like, us and some robots?
Join me, son. With you, we should be able to create a new world. A world where every citizen is built for their own purpose, where no life is wasted.
Over a mountain of corpses? What is wrong with you? I am not a destroyer like you. That is not who I am. Freom, I will put a stop to you no matter what. And later I'll put a stop to this Clarity person.
And for what reason? Do you even care about this world? You don't care, do you? So what's the point? So what will it be, boy?
I don't care. But how could I? Ever since the day I was born, all I did was fight. It was only when I met the Jester, Fark. Even after all he did, he still looked happy. I want that. I want that happiness too. There is something to care about. There must be. That's why today, I'm taking you down no matter what.
That's unfortunate. Now come, let's see what you are capable of.
I wonder if there'll be like a super Sonic kind of fight where I get my... big halberd weapon again. Because I've been kind of missing that. That was like a great reward for playing well. Okay, so once again, I recognize some of the moves he does, though they function differently in 3D. Okay, that came out a little quicker than I was expecting. Yeah, what I wouldn't give for some kind of lock-on. I mean, the homing attack does home in on them, but for the camera to stay. Okay, yeah, and then you activate your Phase 2. Pretty much everybody has had a Phase 2 except for EJ. I don't know if Double and Flint had Phase 2s, actually. I kind of forget. Oh, I went back to a regular Fark form for some reason. Oof, okay. Yeah, it puts me back into regular Fark form every time I respawn, but that's okay because I just have to press a button. It doesn't get rid of my weapons, luckily. Okay, so there's 2 lasers coming down on me now. Oh. I had 2 different things to block there, so it got hard. Whoa, big lasers, big lasers. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna quit to the menu here because I just remembered something. So this was something I noticed at the end of my last, Okay, yeah, this is the Freedom Mark III because we fought Mark 1 and 2 in the last game. So I noticed this after the end of my last recording session, after episode 2. And then I forgot about it until now, but there's a shop here on the menu, right? Hammer Jester, Edgy Jester. So wait, press jump to buy the power. It will add this power to the right slot. Beware that it will replace the right slot. Okay, so I could just put extra thing. Okay, so now I finally have names of these. It's Power Armor, Biker Jester is the one I've been calling Cossack, Plasma Jester, Edgy Jester, and Hammer Jester. Wow, there are really only 5 power forms in this. And then random art. Press jump to buy 1 piece of concept art that can be viewed later. Okay. And superpower. Come back here once you have unlocked all medals. Oh, okay, so is that what gives me the cool halberd that I had in the last game? But I have to get every medal in the game? Okay. Alright, good to know that there aren't. For a second I wondered if there was, like, other, like, powers and abilities I was supposed to be buying. Okay, that's good. I didn't really miss anything. Okay, we can, you could probably skip this, right? Yeah. Yeah, working on getting that parry done. Yeah, all I really need to do is time the parries right. That's really all there is to it. Movement isn't a big part of this game in the boss fights. It's just keep spamming attack. Oh, okay, and if I just keep running, I can avoid those lasers from above. So that might be a better way than trying to parry those when he does the homing lasers. Okay. Okay, so movement actually was better in that instance than trying to just parry everything. Okay, I was a little late on those parries. Because also, if I can not take damage, I can build up static and get my damage multiplier. But as soon as I take any damage, my static bar, like, completely disappears. Okay, so we got 2 coming in here. Oh, no, just 1. Yeah, I don't love that the whole screen gets enveloped in light when that hits. Yeah, that's kind of obnoxious. Okay, but we're getting this. I had a ×2 damage for a little bit there. Okay, so I'm above half health and he's on his phase 2. Yeah, the blue shield happens when I get a perfect parry, and I get a lot of static for that. Yellow is like a decent parry, and red is like I practically missed. Here's my ×3. Okay, you do have a phase 3 also. That makes sense, because there were 3 phases of him in Fark mode in the first game. But I am tearing through with my ×3 multiplier. I think that's it. Yeah, I just kind of had to, like, brute force my way through this. I'm still attacking him, even though he's presumably started his death animation. Okay, cool, and I get a medal for it, too. This is what Unit 0 looked like in the first game. So is Unit 0 Clarity? This was like a very small character in the first game.
Can you see it now? Can you see why I created you?
Or is this like Freom's like inner... Is this like a manifestation of the data inside him or something?
Can you see why I created you?
This is your original body.
Original and only body. You see, transferring your consciousness to another body isn't always possible. The doctor understood I could go rogue at any moment, so he gave me a weakness. My central nervous core is deeply tied into my body. Any sort of removal would result in death. Uploading my data onto another core would merely result in a clone. A transfer of consciousness was impossible. That is why I created Unit 2. You. That is who you are.
Yeah, so if Freom is Ultron, Fark is Vision.
A copy of all my fundamental data.
He was supposed to be a body for the villain, but ended up going on his own path and being a hero. That's not all there is to it. You're hiding something.
You're right. You have the power I lack. The power to transform into a more powerful body at will.
Yeah, because of course, if Freom's making himself a new body, he's gonna make it really strong. Probably better than the one he currently has, otherwise, what would be the point in the upgrade? What? That's impossible!
It isn't.
Yeah, so this is the Frieza Freom.
You just need a little push.
Okay, Morty, you gotta turn into a car. Just think really hard about turning into a car. Oh, okay. Here we are. Oh, okay, I thought we'd be fighting some manifestation of clarity, but no, I guess we're still fighting... Okay, so it's showing me the Jester charge and Jester dash abilities. It wants me to remember those. I kind of forget how I activated those. Fark with more human proportions is sending me. Oh no. Awkward jump back. Okay, you're changing from a sword to a spear. I'm gonna go into... Okay, no. I can't change forms here. Okay. Got some death circles. Give me a break. I don't know the timing of your attacks yet. I'm just mashing the heck out of X. Oh, we went to cutscene. Is this because I died? Or is this because I killed him? Did I finish his HP bar, or did he finish mine? The complete lack of dialogue here is pretty funny, too. Okay, it healed me up. I think maybe this is just a, like, kind of like it gives you, like, pseudo-invincibility, so it just restarts the phase, but it does it with a cutscene. Because they want this to feel kind of like a victory lap, you know? Yeah, here we go. This is the real victory. The choreography and animation of this is pretty good. And the song is really cool. We just need some more impactful sound effects, I think. Seeing Fark, like tall and muscular and with, like, more human proportions, like, more, like, action anime proportions, it's reminding me of, like, the Fairly Odd Parents, like, Channel Chasers movie, where they go into, like, DBZ at the end, like, Maho Mushi, I think it was called. And you see, like, basically, like, DBZ Timmy Turner versus DBZ Vicky. Again, it was so close, I don't know if this is me having lost the last phase and is starting over, or... Are we gonna power struggle back at him? Oh, is he walking up slowly? Yeah, very Frieza, also very Mewtwo, which I think Mewtwo is just very Frieza. Alright, and the UI comes back up for a second as we see him Naruto run away. Cool. Double medals, also awesome. So was that like... I thought for a second it was gold and silver, but... I've gotten gold where I don't get any silver, so I think that's like gold and platinum.
The end is finally here for me, but at least you will carry my legacy.
No. Talk to the hand. This is so goofy, guys. I almost wish this had, like, bad voice acting. I would love to hear Sonic Adventure 2 style, like weirdly directed voice acting here. Yeah, so Flint jumped away, so he's still alive. And yes, Armstrong's still alive. Everybody's just been lying to me. Do you still think he's alive? Yes, I believe so. Well, this is all your fault, you know. I'm surprised you're still alive. Oh, Lord, I didn't mean it. Too late now. I'll make sure to keep a watch on you from now on. Plus, this isn't over. We still got another problem to deal with. Now get moving. Who was it that told me the doctor was dead? Okay, this is the same credits music as the last game, too. That's a weird last scene to put over the credits. To put right before the credits. Alright, and it's gonna do the thing again where it shows me all the bosses and their names. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, the story of both games has been just kind of an excuse plot. I'm not sure I really got what I wanted out of this story. And I didn't need, like, a lot, but... I don't know, a lot of characters kind of just came and went for me here. I didn't get too attached to anybody. I liked seeing Romalo again, because Romalo is my favorite from the first game, but... yeah, he didn't really do much except, like, act as a support for Astra. I kind of, like, didn't realize I was killing a lot of these characters who were getting killed, because, like, in the first game, Spark takes out a lot of bosses who turn out to be controlled by a virus and then come back later. And we didn't see any of them besides Romalo. So we didn't see Megagram is the guy with the hammer, and Seam, who was the swords guy, and Ravana, who is the archer. Also, something about this, I think because it's like low poly, but also because it's on a stage, is like giving me Digital Circus vibes. Which is a compliment. Oh wow, you guys all had to share a curtain call. Yeah, Freon Mark 0 and Freon Mark 3. So was that the original Freon body we saw in Spark 1? Gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of Super Fark. I would have rather had my halberd back. Okay, so another person designed Astra. But yeah, good game. Very, very impressively running game. You know, if the goal was to make a 3D game that played like Sonic Adventure on an indie budget, you did it. I like this tableau of all the main characters also. I used this on one of... I used this for the credits. So the gallery, stats, and tour mode are unlocked. Yeah, only 3 hours and 40 minutes actually on the stages. It's longer otherwise because I have the menu open a lot when I'm, like, stopping and processing a recording. Otherwise, it would not be that long. Yeah, so my times are always kind of inflated. So we got the gallery. So I think the gallery is where I get to see a lot of the art that I've collected. Wow, riveting. Okay, so there's the Rhino Dino. Armstrong. Okay, we get to see a little Super Fark. I guess I can see why they wait to show you this until after you've beaten the game, because you could get spoiled on some things that appear. Oh, and there's descriptions too. So Flint, a simple, heavy-duty construction robot that was suddenly made self-aware due to a glitch in his programming. Okay, Apocalypse Thruster. Not the level design itself, but general ideas for how the level would have been structured. I like how he's kind of labeling, like, parts of the stage of, like, we want, like, a speed section, then a speed and platform section, then another speed section, then... what would con be? I guess, like, a convergence, like a bigger area, hazards. Cool. This area could also, like, use some music over it. Okay, cool, and there's, like, a little bit of a, like, early animatic. Yeah, Romalo is always great. I use this art a lot in these videos for the skip-aheads and stuff. Okay, much blonder Professor Armstrong there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's, like, a lot of art, too. Okay, that's it. So there are 105 art pieces, it seems. And what is tour mode? Stage Journey, stages only, no lives. Beat all stages in a row. The Jester Journey, full game, 5 lives. Beat the whole game with only 5 lives. Okay, so that's more of a classic Sonic kind of thing. The Electric Jester Journey, full game, 5 lives. Beat the whole game with only 5 lives, but you can't use any powers. Gladiator Journey, bosses only, no lives. Beat all the game's bosses with only 1 life and health bar. Okay, so just different ways of playing through the game. Well, guys, unless there's something I'm missing that you really want to beg for me to try, I think that's going to be a wrap on Spark the Electric Jester 2. I don't think there's really anything else I'm dying to see here. Got some game stats. Yeah, unless they give me, like, a playable Romalo somehow. Yeah, and I don't really get what was going on with EJ. I guess Freom just, in all of his machinations, also had, like, a bunch of extra Fark bodies. I don't think they were all the perfect... Like, Fark's the one that he wanted to take over. Fark was, like, the perfect body. But the EJs were a bunch of, like, backups. So, you know, that makes his story very sad, but also, like, very kind of uncommented upon. Yeah, it's weird that, I mean, Flint talks a little bit about us killing off Float, and Astra tells us a bunch about Float. Double kind of just disappeared without... He just kind of died and went uncommented on, and then Flint's still out there. Maybe he'll come back in Spark 3, I don't know. Maybe Romalo will come back in Spark 3, I hope so. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be starting Spark 3 pretty soon. And until then, check out... You know, Oscar and I are still trucking along through Unicorn Overlord. Lots of fun stuff going on. Follow me on Blue Sky if you want to contribute to the stuff I'm doing. I have a Ko-fi account that's always, you know, linked in the description if you want to send me a few bucks. Aside from that, I'm going to sign off. Catch you later.